And if you like the video or any other content on the channel, feel free to subscribe. Alrighty, so this is our map and mission today. We have Hammer and Anvil with Adapter Die, and then Burden of Trust. So I do believe Burden of Trust is the one where you have to guard an objective, and if you're there at the end of the turn, you just get some points. Or I think it's maybe until your next turn.
I think it's your next turn you get points, if you're still there.
Still there, okay, yeah. So if you're still there, we get some points. And that's our mission. So we'll go through the deployment and my army at the same time here. So I have a Caladius tank with the blaze cannons right here with a group of Witch Seekers inside this ruins. I have them on top just so you guys can see them. Then I have Canis Rex in there, and he is behind some Witch Seekers. I also have some Wardens that should be placed down there, but I forgot to place them down. A group of Custodian Guard, 5 Custodian Guard with Draxus, and she is behind the wall there. 2 more Caladius tanks. And I do believe that is it. Like I said, I got a group of 5 Wardens with a shield captain with the Aged Objector.
So we got some Emperor's Children running the Fellhammer detachment for CSM. So basically we're Emperor's Children cosplaying as Iron Warriors. In this Land Raider here, we've got a 5 brick of Terminators led by a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor who may look a little Grey Knighty. That's the Silver Knight, and you can look up that lore if you would like to. We have another Land Raider with a Sorcerer and Terminator armor and 5 more Terminators inside, besides some Cultists, a Predator Annihilator, a Rhino with everybody's favorite Lucius and friends inside, and then a Knight Desecrator to hopefully pop some tanks.
And let's see who goes first. 2 Custodians go first, a 1, okay. For my scout moves, I did just move my sisters up here just to get close to me and do engage, and these ones stayed back here. So that's my scout. Laura has no scout. Okay, so after a chatter, what do we get for turn 1? Let's hope it's good luck. Defend Stronghold.
Can't get that one first turn.
Of course you can. Call the Horde. Actually,
I'm not Call the Horrible this time. So you can't get that one either.
Because you don't have engage in all fronts. Well, I can get that, and it's terrible. Containment. Pretty quick and timid first turn for the Custodians. I just advanced everything. I put these Wardens behind this wall. I don't want to... I got a 5 in the advance. I could get onto this objective, but Laura will blow them away. So they're just going to hang up behind the wall. Draxus didn't melt her brain, so she does have the 18-inch loan up. So she moved up over here to contain this objective over here. The Assassin just moved back a little bit, just so to try to stop from any charges. And she is also containing. Witch Seekers, we moved up here with an advance of 6, so we're up on here, and we're going to get to engage in all fronts. So that is my turn. Oh, I also shuffled this Caladius tank over just so I had tanks on all 3 sides. So that's my turn. 8 points on the objectives, so that's not bad. Usually, as you know.
What are you guarding with?
So the Knights guarding and Witch Seekers are guarding. That's the end of my turn. 8 points. On to Laura's turn 1. Turn 1, what does Laura get?
I got behind enemy lines, which I can't get. Bring it down. And Call the Horde. That's another one. Cleanse.
Ooh, Cleanse and Call the Horde. So I do believe I'm up to 2 CP. Laura's up to 2 CP. And we're going to go on to her movement. Okay, so for Laura's Emperor's Children movement, she did move, jump out Lucius, he did run over here, and I did use the reactive move for 1 CP, bring me down to 1 just to wrap her up so she can't get charged. She might get piled into, at least she won't get charged this turn, so I might not lose her. Rhino moved up here, probably to do the cleansing, and then we have some Land Raiders moved over here. One of them can see my butt, my tank, so I will be taking some shots, I do believe. Okay, so we're at the end of the Emperor's Children turn 1. I lost my poor Assassin and the Witch Seekers. With all the rolls, I rolled a bunch of 2s for my wounding for the Calidus, and I re-rolled it and got another 2. She didn't save 2 of them, so Lucius is down to 1 wound, and my Assassin is dead. She did cleanse with this Rhino, so it does give her 2 points. So the points are up to 8 to 2. Going on to the Custodes, turn 2. Primary points, I did guard this objective. Did you guard any of your objectives?
Yeah, the Cultists.
Okay, Cultist guarded her, so I guarded this one for 2 points. So it is going to bring me up to 10 on the primary because you don't get anything for your home objective. So we're going to go on to my movement. Well, actually, we're going to see what I draw first. Let's see if I draw anything good. Aerial Denial,
Quite doable.
Quite doable, but do I want my wardens in there? I don't know. And marked for death.
Okay.
So actually I'm going to use the adapt to die for marked to death because that one isn't happening. I think for either of those, if we get those, it's going to be pretty hard. So what else do I get? Extend battle lines. Much better. That'll go along with aerial denial. A timid movement for me again. I don't have a lot of units, so I do have to be a little careful with this. Neither of us have a lot of units, but I don't have a lot of infantry. So I moved out the Canis Rex and both of these tanks so I can get some shots onto these groups over here. The Canis Rex won't be able to shoot the Rhino, but will be able to shoot this group of Lucius and friends. Yuck. And then we have this Clay's tank moved out so we can get some shots onto this Land Raider. And I just moved up Draxus's unit a little closer to this objective. Moved up the Wardens onto this objective so I can aerodynamic and extend. And then hopefully not get shot off the board. So I'm going to do my shooting and then we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so we'll show you this. I'm going to shoot this Clay's tank into this Rhino. Lord did pop smoke, so we'll be hitting on 3s. 6s will be lethal. Yep.
Oh, it made a huge
lethal.
Difference.
And then I can re-roll. No, that was damage, and then I can re-roll because it's twin linked on the damage. Oh, that's just 1 at AP3.
So 5 up. I'm good.
Ooh, you're good. So we'll shoot the other Caladius tank into this.
We'll do your pitter patter too.
Oh yeah, my pitter patter. I'll do the pitter patter off camera, and we'll do this other tank for now.
Okay.
So the other tank, same thing, hitting on 3s. Oh, we're not doing good. And then we need 3s, I believe. There we go. That's a little better.
5 ups. Take 1.
Take 1. That's just going to be 2 to 3 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going good. So that Rhino's still there, so that's annoying. But what can we do? On to the pitter patters, and we'll do some more shots. Canis Rex now into these Legionnaires. Let's see how many shots I get. Plus blast. Please don't be terrible.
2 1s.
2 1s. I'll use Canis Rex's free CP reroll thing. So let's see if I get something better. 6. Hitting on 2s. 5s are sustained 1 though. Okay. I came back around. 4s to wound you since you are
-1 to wound right now.
4s to wound.
Yeah.
Well,
That's 5.
that's 5. Look at all those terrible rolls, guys. Terrible. 5 at AP1, so we're getting covered. 2 damage each.
AP1 or AP2?
AP1.
So 3 ups.
Yeah.
How much damage each?
2.
So you killed 2, the one-on-one wound, and then the other one.
Yeah. Not the best shooting phase so far. So that was a absolutely pitiful shooting phase by the Custodes. 3 wounds off a Rhino and...
Well, it's going to heal 1, so...
Yeah. Killed 3... still, took 3 wounds off the Rhino and killed 2 Lucius friends. So that was a terrible... like I say, anytime I use shooting, it's like they tell me, melee, go back to melee. But let's go on to... I do get 10 points. That brings me up to, like, I think a 20.
It's 20 to 2 right now. Establish locus
Okay.
and extend battle lines.
That's not bad. You already have extend done, and you get 2 points. But how much is the objective? You get 5?
It's 6. It's 2 for the guarding and then 4 for the objective.
Brings her up to 8, so she does get 4 for the objective, 2 for guarding up here, so it does
Yep.
bring her up to 8 to 20, and with some pretty decent secondaries. Let's see what she does, and let's see if there's any remnants of my army left. For Emperor's Children, turn 2. She did move her Desecrator up here, so we get some shots onto my poor tank. Lucius and friend, just going to stay there and keep on guarding, just because, like Laura said, after my pitiful display of shooting, there's not much to be afraid of. So, and we had the Rhinos going to run up here to do Established Locus for some sweet 5 points. Some Terminators jumped over these Land Raiders. I did opt to use the reactive move on this unit, just because she's just going to get close enough to this unit. So they moved ahead behind the wall here. I do have one guy who could be charged by these Terminators, but they're probably charging into Draxus since she is hated so much. Everything else moved ahead a little bit. The Predator came out. The other Land Raider shuffled ahead a little bit. So we're going to go on to the shooting. Alright, so Laura's going to shoot these Land Raider into my into my place. Usually Merciless Cannonade.
Sustained hits Dark Pact. They're good this time.
Okay, and Merciless Cannonade, what's that do? Give you an extra...
It's critical hits on 5s.
Ooh.
So that will be 3 hits at least.
Okay, yeah.
And then on 3s for 2 of them.
2 of them, okay. Do need 4s. Come on, tanks. Save 1, take 1.
D6 plus 1 for 5 damage.
5 damage. So another one down to, and so this tank over here, down to 9 wounds. Ouchie. Is the other one shooting at me too?
Sustained hits. Nope. 2 wounds on that one. Throw that on after. And hitting on 3s, that is 3 hits. And then 3s again for 3 wounds.
Ooh, uh-oh. Come on, tank. Yeah. I'm going to CP reroll one of those because I want him to live. All right, so.
Just 1?
Just 1.
All right. Come on. 4 damage.
So he's down to 5. Ouch. Ugh. So Emperor's Children turn to quite, marks me up real good there. I rolled pretty terrible. Laura did use Epic Challenge just to try to smash out Draxus, and I failed a pile of saves, so they got smashed up real good. I'm not sure what we'll do about that yet. I could put Wardens, but I need to push back these Infantry, because the Infantry are pushing me back down. Got a Rhino here. Laura does score 9 points on the secondaries, so it does bring her up to 17, to my 20. We're going to go to my turn 2, or turn 3. Okay, so what do I get for turn 3? Come on, oh, throw it. I get Establish Locus. What's this one? Behind enemy lines. Well, let's use my last adapt or die, because that one just ain't happening. For no prisoners. Much better. Need to kill some stuff. I do get 2 points for guarding this. It brings me up to 22 to 17, but I need to do some hurt in this turn. For my shooting phase, I was able to take out a Land Raider with much effort and a Rhino, which was a little bit easier. I shot a bunch of stuff into these Terminators, only killed 2 of them. So that's pretty much my shooting phase done. I will charge, we will charge the big old Canis Rex into those Terminators with a 5. I may send the Wardens over there too, see what happens. Ah! A 9. That probably doesn't make it, so we'll see what happens. Combat phase, we did take out those Terminators, but was probably going to happen with the Wardens and the Knights, but she did use, what was the thing you used for stratagem?
Brutal Attrition.
Oh, Brutal Attrition, so she got to, so how many attacks I swung at her to, she got to swing back at me. Any 4-ups was mortal wounds, so she got to swing back at me, mortal wounds. I took 3 of them, ouchie. I'm not good. So that is pretty much my turn. I do get max points on no prisoners, bring me up to 27 to 17. But I'm now out in shootable range, and let's go see what happens. And Laura's turn 3.
Engage on all fronts.
Okay.
And area denial.
Deny the area and engage on the fronts. Do you believe scores 25 to 27 for the Custodes?
Yes.
Let's see what happens on Laura's turn 3. For Laura's turn, she did shimmy her Land Raider onto the middle. I do believe she got to area denial, so she wants to get that. The Terminators jumped out, and when the Lander moved out, I did move my Wardens over onto this objective just to avoid the combi weapons. The Knight Desecrator moved up, so he can probably get some shots into my Canis Rex. The Predator tank moved up to get some shots into this tank, and Lucius and friends just moved up enough so they can guard and still just kind of start threatening my home deployment and such. I do believe that is the movement. The cultists kind of shimmy over here a little bit, still on the objective, and that is the movement turn. So we're going to record this shooting of the Knight Desecrator into Canis Rex, because that is the big pew-pews.
So 3 shots hitting on 2s. Everything hits.
Oh, nice.
And then on 3s, 6s are devastating. That is only 1 at -4.
-4, so I do need 5. A little bit of 5 with pinball and shooting to do. Hey, I might as well spend his free CP to see if I can save that, because he ain't doing anything else.
That's fair.
Because I don't think he can, well, he can. That's right.
So D6 plus 3 for 7 damage.
7 damage. Ouchie. So he's down to 11 wounds. Okay, here. So for the shooting phase, I got lucky here. So Laura and I have both had a pretty whipping shooting phase on this game so far. I did survive this. I did make a save on here. I do believe I took some 7 wounds on my poor Canis Rex. This guy was at full power, but now he's down to 6 wounds from shots from the Predator. So now we have some charges coming through. I do believe it's going to be these Terminators charging into my Canis Rex. Stay away.
I'm going to CP re-roll that.
Okay. Say again, stay away.
I don't think that's good.
Ooh.
No.
Did you stay away?
I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah.
Oh.
Lucius is going to go into the other one now.
No, that's 11. So Lucius makes 11 into my tank. That is not good. Okay, so the end of turn 3. It didn't really go the best for Laura this turn. I did have 11 saves to make here. I only failed 2 of them because I was down to 2 wounds, and then I CP re-rolled one of them, and he's alive. Somehow, he's alive. And over here, I was able to just somehow miraculously survive a lot of the shooting and the charging. Her failing like a 6-inch charge twice was pretty unfortunate. Yeah. But she does get quite a bit of points. She does get 2 points for engage and the maximum 5 points for aerial denial. And I do believe you said the points were 32 to 27?
Yes.
Yeah, so points of 32 to 27 for the Emperor's Children now. Going into my turn 4, and let's see if I can do anything. So let's see what my draw is for turn 4. We get Bring It Down. That's a pretty good one. Bring It Down and Assassination. Really, those are pretty good cards. I do get 6 points on primary, bringing me up to 33, I do believe, to 32. For my movement, I did use Hunt as 1 to fall back, shoot, and charge. Laura did use Overwatch with her Land Raider. Got 2 sustains, so 4 shots. 3 went through on wounds, and I did get a 4, 5, and a 4. So I saved those, somehow still alive. Move this Caladius over a little bit so I can get some shots onto Lucius. It might be a waste of shots, but we're going to see if we can kind of pound him out and get rid of the threat of him. Then we have this tank and this Knight moved up a little bit so I can get some shots onto the Land Raider and see if I can take that thing out. So we're going to go on to the shooting phase now, see if I can kind of take out this side of the board, and then I don't want to worry too much about over here. Shooting, I was able to take out a few of the Lucius friends. I did take out the Land Raider. All right, so let's do some charging. We're going to do a big charge here, so I need a relatively high charge to get to these Knights. Let's see what happens. 10, that probably does it.
Yeah.
10, that'll do it. It's only an 8 though, since you did. And then I'll put the Wardens into them too. Okay. We'll put it beside it just because I might not be able to reach them. We'll see what happens. The 6.
Down to a 4?
Down to a 4. Might not make it.
No, I don't. No, it doesn't.
It's all right. I'm all right with that. We'll take that. And then we will charge this Caladius tank into Lucius and pals. Ooh. The 5. That don't make it, and I don't believe I want to CP reroll. No, because I won't have enough for tank shock, and he'll just fly over there and die. So that's the charges. Let's see if I can smash out some Terminators. So the only charge I made it is Canis Rex, so we are going to use the sweep attack. So it'll be 2s, but 5s and 6s are Explodies. We only got 1 or 2 Explodies this time, so a little bit better. 2s to wound you.
Yep.
2s to wound. Yeah, I will CP reroll it because I want into a 1. Cool.
4 ups. They're 3 damage apiece?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignores. Sorcerer has 2 wounds left.
Sorcerer has 2 wounds left. All right. At the end of my turn, I wasn't able to take out this character. He is down to 2 wounds, so that is not the best. That's it pretty much. So I wasn't getting Assassination. I do get Bring It Down for, I think, just small Bring It Down. All right, so it's 37 to 32, going into Laura's turn 4.
Man's Land.
Ooh.
And no prisoners.
Okay, not too shabby.
Very much what I need.
To your movement. So the end of the turn, Canis Rex was able to take out by the shot, so I do lose him, which is a big blow for me. And the end score is 41 to 37, because Laura did get some no prisoners and some aerial denial. So now we're going to go on to my turn 5 and see what I can do, see if I can get some good draws. Assassination I still need to do, and see if I can get a good draw on my second one here. What do we get here? We get Defend Stronghold. 43 to 41. Let's move on to the movement and see what I can shoot. All right, so in Laura's turn 5, she did draw Sabotage and Containment. She only had the Knight left and the Cultist.
Yep.
So she moved over here just to try to do Sabotage or Containment over here, just to see if she can get those few points, because there's only a 2 points difference. I did Overwatch with this tank and rolled a single 6 for a lethal, and she sadly didn't get the save. So I do win by 2 points. I do believe the score is 59 to 61 because because it's such a close game, 2 points difference. Before I played this game with Laura, I was telling the wife, I was telling everyone, even I was telling Laura when I got here, I was like, this is probably going to be a quick game. One of us are going to spike and lose some tanks, and that'll be it. Let alone come down to turn 5, 2 points in it. So it's insane. It was a great game. So much more fun than we both thought it was going to be a lot of fun. More fun than I thought.